Erica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing with you a couple really fun Valentine treat ideas. Maybe you're a parent and you need to bring something to a party or to a teacher for a gift, or maybe you're going to have a Galentine's party and you need some ideas. Maybe you're just going to have a Valentine's Day party, or maybe you just want to make something for yourself. I have some super easy ideas for you. I love making these kinds of things. Like, I love DIYs, but my favorite probably is baking and edible treats. Those are the things where I feel like my creativity comes out the most. So I was trying to think of some ideas to share with you all that were easy and affordable, that wouldn't overwhelm you. And also I'm going to give you a variety so you can choose if there's something in this video that stands out. You know, you don't have to make all these. These are just some ideas. So I am going to get started making some cupcakes, and after I do that, then I am going to put some things together and show you just how easy and how cute this can be. These are very inexpensive, very simple, but they have a very big impact, I think. So let's get in the kitchen and start baking, and I'm going to show you these adorable little Valentine treats. Okay, so I'm just going to be making a simple Pillsbury cake mix. I'm going to be making a bunch of cupcakes to show you a few different ways that you can use them. It's super easy. Anyone can make a box cake mix. It's not hard. Just follow the directions on the back. So I wanted to tint my cake mix pink, so I just used these Wilton gel food coloring. You can get them at Walmart. They're less than $2 and they're very vibrant, and just depends on how much you use. I didn't use a whole lot this time because I didn't want it to be bright pink, but these are the ones that I prefer to use. I bought these cute little heart cupcake liners, and then I'm just going to fill them about 2/3 of the way full and try to make them as even and uniform as I can. I'm using also the Pillsbury Vanilla Creamy Supreme. I don't like the whipped icing, but I'm using this. I do normally make my buttercream, but this is easy and good for a quick idea when you don't have time to make buttercream, or if you don't know how to make buttercream. But I do have a recipe. I will link that down below so you can see how I make mine. And then I just use no taste red. It's important that you get the no taste, otherwise you're going to get that really bitter taste. But the pink does have a bitter taste too, so you gotta kind of have to watch how much you use. Okay, so I prefer to use these Wilton icing bags. You can get them in a pack of, I think they're like 10 or 12 for like $4 at Walmart. And then I'm using these 2 giant icing tips. You could use any icing tips that you had. These are just the ones that I wanted to use. I think they're easier to use the bigger ones than the smaller ones, because you'll see in a second how quickly you can ice a cupcake with the big ones. And they kind of have a more, I guess, professional finish. I don't know, in my opinion. So these, I just stick them in the baggie, and then I kind of score, or in the bag, and then I score them where I want to cut them, and then I just scoot the little tip up a little bit and cut the end off so that it's the perfect amount cut off. You could use baggies. If you use baggies, I would recommend you use like a medium size or a larger size, because they're going to be a little bit thicker. So whenever I put my icing in my bags, I just, a simple trick is just to put it in a glass that's got a wide mouth, and then you can easily fill your bag and it doesn't make as much of a mess. And then you just pull it out and you're going to squeeze your icing down to the tip, and it will be ready to use. Okay, so my icing bags are ready, my cupcakes are finished. I'm going to do my first little treat for you. I got these glasses at Dollar Tree. Isn't this the cutest glass? And it's like really sturdy and thick. So this is just one idea. You could use these as like little place settings. I think it would be so cute for a Valentine's party. I just filled it like maybe 2/3 of the way full of candy, and then a little cupcake pops right inside the top perfectly. And then this one I just used the red icing, and see, you can just quickly make a swirl. You start from the outside, make your way in, and if you want the top to be a little standing up a little bit more, you just put a little extra there. A few sprinkles on top, and super easy. And that's a fun and a very inexpensive little take-home gift people can also take home from your party. So another idea is you take a little cupcake and take the wrapper off, and then you're just going to want to cut the base of it off so that it can fit down inside the bottom of the jar. And all jars are different sizes, so you may not need to cut the bottom off if your jar is a big one and it will fit all the way down, but mine wouldn't, so I figured I'd just do some small layers. So that fit perfectly down at the bottom of that, and then I'm just going to put one circle of red icing, and then I'm going to layer another small bottom layer of a cupcake on top of that, and just keep going all the way up to the top. So just to mix it up a little bit, I just did a red layer and then a pink layer after that, because I thought that was really cute. And then I took the top of one of the cupcakes as I got closer to the top and just popped that one in, and the mouth is wider at the top, so the top fit in perfectly. And then I'm just going to fill it in with my icing. You just go in a circle, and it's super easy. Once you give this a try, you'll see how quick and easy this is. And of course, you got to add a few sprinkles onto that. And then I had these little chocolate hearts, and so I thought I would stick one in the top. Just added little touches like this make all the difference. And then a little paper straw in the top, and it looks like a little drink, and super inexpensive again. So this next one is probably my favorite one. I picked all three of these up at Dollar Tree. So this is just one of their little vases, and we took the stickers off, and you could see it left a little gunk on it, but you could use Goo Gone to get that off. And then this is a candle plate and then a little candlestick, and we were able to easily take those tags off. And I'm going to stack this together like this to make a little cupcake stand. So I would recommend E6000 or something strong, super glue maybe, but I didn't realize I was out of E6000, so I just used super glue, and it held totally fine for this project. But if you want it, to last, you may want to use super glue and E6000, but you're just going to glue the base to the top. That top is kind of heavy, it's very sturdy, so make sure it's secured pretty good. And then I took the top, and I just had some ribbon. I always have little spools of ribbon left over from projects, and I just tied a cute little bow and hot glued that to the top. And then I had a little red confetti heart left over from some Valentine DIYs, and I just put that in the middle, trimmed it, and I thought that just gave it that little extra touch, super easy. And then I took the base and I spray painted it red. I took it outside, let it dry. I didn't spray paint the top of it because I didn't want the food to be touching the spray paint, so you can see where I glued it. If you don't like that, you could always paint over it. But when you set your little cupcake on, it does hide it. So that's a little cupcake I decorated and put various sprinkles on it, which are fun. I love sprinkles. And then I want to put a little chocolate heart on that one too, just for an extra little touch. And then there's your top. Isn't that the cutest? You could totally put these at each place setting at a party, and I think your guests would love it, and they wouldn't know that it was super easy and super inexpensive. Alright, so now I'm going to be making just a little cupcake bouquet. Now there are tons and tons and tons of cupcake bouquets and things you can make with cupcakes, but I decided to just show you very quickly. This is a very basic bouquet. You're going to need 7 cupcakes for this small one. You're going to need probably like your biggest one in the center. And then obviously you can just decorate them however you want. I decided I would do pink and red, just mix them together. And the 2 different icing tips, I liked the way that made it look just like different kind of flowers. You could get very detailed if you are experienced and you know how to make flowers and different things on the cupcakes. You could make it really pretty, but I was just going to show you a basic idea. This is something that really anyone can do. Even your children can help you do this, and I think it has a big impact. This part's optional. It's totally up to you if you wanted to put anything on them. I wanted to put some sprinkles and then some red sugar, and then I also had these little pink balls. I just thought they were fun. Like I said, I love sprinkles. They just are fun. I don't know why. And then I just made some green icing, and I just put this in a sandwich bag. I didn't use an icing tip, I just cut a small hole, and you just want to put some lines down. You can use fondant and roll it if you want to get, you know, really fancy, but I just used icing. And you just want to put about as many lines as you have cupcakes, kind of tighter together at the top and then looser at the bottom. And then I just kind of like did one longer one to kind of stand out at the bottom. And then I just took some of the red icing and made a little bow. It's not professional, not fancy. You could, of course, make it as fancy as you want it, but this is just super easy. And I mean, this is really simple and has a big impact. I just cleaned off the silver tray. I had that cake tray left over from something, and it does show every little crumb you get on it. But this is super cute. I think anyone would like to get a little gift like this. Alright, lastly, I am going to be taking these red candy melts, and I'm going to be making some little love bugs. They're like Oreo love bugs. And so you're going to melt these in the microwave, and I get questions all the time about how to melt them, so I'm going to let you know. But you also need to, you're going to need some Oreos. I just bought the Walmart brand. These are half the price, and to me, they taste just the same. And then I had these eyeballs that I had gotten over Halloween, but they're easy to find. You can get them all year at Walmart. And then I chose these Wilton sprinkles also. So you're going to put your candy melts in the microwave, and you're only going to cook them in 30-second increments. And each time you're going to take it out and mix it together. As you can see, they're starting to get a little bit more melted. And after probably 3 to 4 30-second intervals, it was smooth enough once you stir it to actually dip your Oreos. If you just stick it in for like 2 minutes, it will burn and you will not be able to use it. So make sure you do it in 30-second increments. Then you're just going to take an Oreo and dip it in about halfway or a little bit less than halfway. And then you're going to put some sprinkles on that, and you're going to let that dry. And that's the first step in making these. So now that my first little section of red is dry, I'm going to take it and I'm going to kind of angle it and stick it back in the red candy melt and shake off the excess, and it's going to make like a little V, or almost looks like a heart. And then you're going to also put your sprinkles on that side while it's still wet, and you're just going to do this to all of them. So when I was done doing that, I just took a little bit of the icing and put it in a baggie. And this does kind of get, once you put it in a baggie, it gets hard kind of quickly. So if it clogs up the little hole that you cut in it, then just pop this baggie in the microwave for 10 seconds and it'll loosen it back up and you can squeeze it out. But if you don't use it quickly, it will clog up the little hole. So I just snipped a very small hole. I'm going to use this as my glue to glue my eyeballs on. And you want to kind of not be too messy. You don't want the red to show through under the eyeballs. You want to just put a little dot. On this one, I kept it like this to show you that if the V was too intimidating, you could just dip half the Oreo in and it would be cute too. It looks like a little ladybug that way too. So if the other is too intimidating for you, just dip them in like that. You can't, anyone can do that, and children can do this and would love it. And these are so good, so addicting. And there they are on a plate. I mean, how cute is that? These would be so cute for like a children's Valentine's party at school, or just to make with your kids for a Valentine's treat. I mean, who doesn't love Oreos dipped in chocolate, right? Alright, you guys, there is one last look at all of them put together. How fun are these festive little Valentine's treats? I think these will brighten up anybody's day. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it gave you some ideas. I want you not to be intimidated if you don't bake or you don't know how to do these kinds of things. These are super easy. Like once you get in there and you start doing it, you'll realize it's not difficult. Just make your cupcakes like the box says, put your icing in a bag. You can do it. Anyone can do this. It's super easy. Get you a few supplies from Dollar Tree and you can dress up a cupcake and you'd be surprised. You probably can do a lot more than you realize, so don't let it intimidate you. Give these a try. I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like these kind of videos, and I'll try to do more because I really do enjoy making these kinds of treats, for all the holidays. We have St. Patrick's Day coming up and Mother's Day and Easter and all those. I want to bake and make treats for all those things, so I will be sharing more if you guys enjoyed this video. So I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.